Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and as promised in today's episode, probably two Champions League games. I haven't played anything off camera, so we're going straight into the Manchester United Champions League game. If we get battered in the first leg, then we'll probably play Augsburg, which is the next Bundesliga game. If we do okay and everything is relying on the second leg, then I'll play the Augsburg game off camera and we'll watch the two United games. So it all depends on how we do in this first leg. It's fingers crossed time, I think. Let's get to the dugout. And we seem to be getting involved now in quite a lot of big games against big teams, which obviously shows the stature of the club now and shows our progression that we're moving forward, which is fantastic. But we do need to start putting a marker down, and this would be a brilliant game to put that first marker down. So the team for today is Simon in goal, back four of nets, Perez, Thiaw and Fresneda. Crow is the ball-winning midfield player today. Dewey and Glock keep their midfield roles because I think they play quite well together and they're quite creative. We have Goncalves and Collado out on the wings, but playing as inside forwards today. And Leonardo is playing as a poacher because one of the scout reports that came through said that their goalkeeper was very, very good at one-on-ones. So I thought, okay, then there's no good in Leonardo running at him. So let's have him as a poacher where he can just hopefully just stand there and tap the ball in 2 or 3 times. Let's get into the game. And we're underway. So I'm playing with a bit of a middle for diddle approach today. Obviously, I'm not going out all attacking. I'm not pressing. I'm just going to try and keep the game as tight as I can and hopefully just, try and build into our game and hit them on the break if we can. That was a nice clearance out of defence there. Done some nice defensive work. But United have picked the ball up again and it's always ominous when you're playing a big team and they get the first highlight. But that's into the side netting and that will do very, very nicely. So we're going to give the lads a shout of encouragement. It is United again with another highlight. Keeper there comes out. Simon has been absolutely immense in the last few games. That wonder save that he made was, I've not seen a save like that for a long time, if ever, in Football Manager. Absolutely amazing. Ball over the top, Oscar Glock, and he very nearly hits the corner flag with that one, so not ideal. Okay, so we're applying a little bit of pressure of our own at the moment now, and Dewey there has come for the ball, and we've got Perez now just running wide out this side, then goes back in with it, slings the ball into the box, but we still don't come away with any. Fresneda now sliding the ball in for Collado, and Leonardo with his poacher roll. That's what I said I wanted him to do. Just stand there and we'll let the other lads around you do the work, do the providing, and he basically just did that. He stood there, kept himself nicely on side, and then just worked himself into a position. Nice tapping, 1-0 ahead. Can't ask for more than that. So, highlight, back with United in. De Gea in goal. And he's going to play this short. So they're playing out from the back. And that has been given away very poorly. And Marcus Leonardo with his second goal. Now come on, referee. We need a bit of help in these games. Be kind to us. Because we do need some help in these games. You know what? It's been allowed. We're 2-0 ahead against United. Goncalves there just picks up that loose ball. Leonardo again poaching. Ball in the back of the net. It's 2-0. I'm a little bit flabbergasted. It's very unusual for me to be lost for words, but I'm a little bit lost for words. We're beating Manchester United 2-0 and we're at half time. What's going on? Okay then. What do we say you've blown them away? I'm just going to say happy with the way things are going, lads. Just keep up that good work. Right, anybody who needs to be changed. Dewey's looking a little bit tired in midfield, but he is on a 7 and he's having a good game. You wouldn't expect anybody to be having a bad game, but both our wing backs on yellow cards. We might need to do something about that very shortly. because we all know about big game red cards, big game penalties. And Manchester United now, I can't believe that they won't score in this game. And yes, Dennis Simon there, after giving him lots of praise, and I think, did he drop the ball there? Absolutely awful keeping that. So we're back to 2-1, and that's not ideal. Those two early goals were really, really good. One of the other things that the scout report came through was that they were either very, very good at penalties, or the keeper was very good at saving penalties. And I thought, here we go, big game penalty. Okay, 75 minutes on the clock. I've changed both my wing backs, so Rom and Franco, they're actually playing as full backs today. So we'll try and keep us a little bit tighter at the back. But Rom and Franco have come on, and I've changed both my midfield players. So Esposito and Lokonga have come on. We've got some fresh legs around the pitch now. Not quite sure whether we can hold on to this, maybe nick another goal. Not sure. The momentum seems to have gone out of our game a little bit. But we are carrying a 2-1 lead at this moment in time. De Gea now with the ball. Can you make another mistake at the back? Very nearly Goncalves there. Very nearly won the ball for us. And the ball's getting passed around us a little bit there on the right hand side. Ball through the middle. That's a nice take there. And the ball's in the back of the net, and it's 2-2. Oh my word. Come on, referee. It's disallowed! Hey, lovely stuff. Okay, drop back to a cautious mentality now. 5 minutes of time added on. Can we take a 2-1 lead? We can take a 2-1 lead into... It's not big enough, I have to say, because at Old Trafford, they will be all guns blazing. But we do have a first leg lead in this tie. That is absolutely brilliant. So I've got options here. I can say a very nice victory, well done. I mean, to be fair, it was a Jekyll and Hyde performance. First half, brilliant. Second half, not so much. So do I upset them? I think I am going to say that it was, and they need to sort themselves out. I mean, okay, time for pats on the back. Time for a bit of a rocket. I think the time for a bit of a rocket there. Just make them understand that, you know, when we go into the second leg, that kind of thing is not acceptable. So as I said, if the first leg of the tie was finally poised, then we would watch on camera the second leg. As it is now, then I'm going to go and play Augsburg off camera, and we'll be back very, very shortly, and I'll see you in the dugout at Old Trafford. It's going to be a very, very big game, that, for us. Well, a nice little win in the Bundesliga against Augsburg, and that keeps us nicely ahead in the league by still those 2 points. And, well, that unmentionable team, I think they won 5-0. There's no stopping them at the moment. But then again, you know, there's no stopping us either. So, like I said before, as long as we can match their results for the rest of the season, there's not that many games left now. We will be Bundesliga champions. But anyway, back to today. Let's not talk about the Bundesliga. Let's concentrate on the Champions League. We have a 2-1 lead in this game against Manchester United. The team for today is Simon in goal, back four of Rom, Perez, Thiaw and Franco. We have Krob as a ball-winning midfield player. He got sent off in the last game, so he's banned now from the Bundesliga, well, for a few games. Brought a little bit more experience in midfield today, so we've got Lokonga and Esposito in there. So hopefully a little bit of an older head in there. Seeing as we're away, we need to keep it. We need more experienced players. Goncalves and Collado on the wings, with Leonardo playing that poacher position again. So can we do it? I've made one or two extra little tweaks to the tactic to see whether we could be doing a bit of time wasting in the game. And you know, there's lots of little tweaks I've made to the first game. If we can nick a goal today, I think probably the tie could be ours. But I can't see United not scoring. Anyway, let's get into the game. So we're going to submit the team. Okay, we need to keep it nice and tight today. We need a bit of momentum going our way. Unfortunately, United are the quickest out of the blocks. They've already had 3 shots, 1 on target, and we've not really even got off the bus yet, which is not ideal. So we're nearly half an hour in yet. We're yet to have a highlight, which is good for us, because if there's no highlights, then we win the tie. But I can't believe that United won't win the game. Anyway, stray ball there. United now, as we're coming up to half time, United with the first highlight. Can we repel this? I have upped the tempo slightly just to try and get us to move that ball a little bit quicker. Great save there from Dennis Simon, and that goes out for a corner. And that probably saved a cert goal there. So Eriksson slings the corner in. We do get head on the ball, and we've not cleared that well at all. That's a nice little block, and it drops into Simon's arms, and we say thanks very much for that. Can we get to half time with the score 0-0? Yes, we can. So I'm going to say to the lads, I'm not going to give them a fleener. I'm just going to say shooting's not been good enough, because if we can get them to believe in themselves a little bit more and nick a goal, I think this tie is ours. So I'm just going to say that. Let's have a quick look at how everybody's playing. Do we need to make any subs? Rome is very tired down that left-hand side. So I might bring Nets on just as a little bit of... well, it's a starter for 10, isn't it? Nets on that left-hand side. So let's just go into the second half now. And, well, Football Manager, we don't really need any highlights. I'm sure United will get a goal, though, because, I mean, that's how the game plays, isn't it? I mean, that was a reasonable header out of defence, but headed straight to a red shirt. Eriksson there. We are playing. We've got a nice number of players back there, but are they going to get a player through? There was a run there that they didn't notice, which is great. Ball into the box, headed out. That's going to come back. Can we block that? We need to block it. We need to block it. Oh. And that's gone out for a corner. I think that was Jadon Sancho there with a little tap, and it just went outside of the post. Eriksson now with the corner. Floats it in. We do get a head onto that ball. We're chasing the ball out, and that highlight comes to nothing, thankfully. Now we do get a highlight. Franco, and that has been picked up by United. So we're giving the ball away a little bit. Okay, I just made another change. Made another tactical tweak. I've upped the tempo a little bit more just to try and get us to move the ball a little bit quicker, because at the moment we are giving the ball away. But and Viper has come on up front instead of Leonardo, just to see if a fresh pair of legs up there can tap that ball in the back of the net like we did in the first leg. But anyway, it's United on the attack. The substitutes and tactical tweaks have not been done yet. Let's hope we can repel this. And we didn't. So the tie is back to 2-2 overall. I mean, I never ever thought that, you know, that United wouldn't score in this game. But it's one of those, isn't it? There's not a lot that you can do. A couple more changes now as we go in search of a goal. We need a goal now. And I brought Dewitt and Glock back in midfield. Fresh pair of legs. They don't have the experience of the other two. But we are going to lose this tie if we're not careful. So gone to a positive mentality now. Can we actually put a little bit of pressure on United? I am going to demand more of them now. And we do get a free kick. Collado there with the ball. It skims the top of the crossbar. And that is a great shame. That would have been nice if that had gone in. United have had all of this game, though. The momentum and everything is with United. So Eriksson now. Little back heel there. Sancho. And we're just now struggling to keep hold of the ball. And United are coming at us now. They will do. They'll throw the kitchen sink at this now to get the winner. Nice ball out there though. Goncalves, can he control that? No, he can't. He gives the ball away. And I don't know whether I might need to go to... it might be too late. It is too late. It's 2-0. We're going out of the Champions League. No disgrace, I don't think. I mean, we've got 10 minutes, who knows, but that was poor. Last throw of the dice, Yankov has come on the wing. I've switched my wingers over and made them out-and-out wingers. Goncalves has gone forward now. We're going to have to chuck the kitchen sink at this now. We've gone long ball, and we're just going to chuck everything at it that we can. Obviously, we do need to be fearful of the counter-attack, but we've gone attacking. Let's see if we can actually... We've not disgraced ourselves by any stretch of the imagination, but... you know, going out 3-2, which we are going to do, going out 3-2 to Manchester United, it was always going to happen. It was a very nice thought in the first leg when Leonardo got those 2 early goals. I thought, for once, and I keep saying this, don't I, for once, one of these big teams, we are going to beat and turn over. Unfortunately, not today. So again, we go down to one of the big teams. I've tried all of the... just coming away from the game now, I've tried all of the suggestions, holding shape. I've tried everything that's been recommended to me about playing these big teams. I've tried it in these two, and we've still got beat. So does that tell you that our team is still not good enough? Unfortunately, a lot of the messages that I do get from, you know, like you get the messages about whether you're expected to win a game, and I'm still getting messages like defeat, and so I must be doing something wrong along the way. I don't know what it is that I'm doing wrong, but Borussia Mönchengladbach at this moment in time, after 4 years, still don't seem to be the team that the AI considers to be a team that can win stuff. And it's very, very frustrating. Okay, well, not unduly worried about that. Like I say, the AI does seem to have it in for us in these, you know, these big games. But then maybe it's just a sign that we are actually not there yet. So, but, you know, a 2-1 win at home, got my hopes up. Leonardo, a couple of early goals. The poacher position I'd moved him into seemed to work like an absolute dream, but he didn't work in the second leg. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. You try all of these things, don't you? You try suggestions, helpful comments that people make. Do this, do that, do the other. You try them. It still doesn't work. So maybe it is just that we are not at that level yet. I think this team is a very, very good team. But okay, well, I think that's the end of this episode. And we're out of the Champions League. We now have to play... in fact, let's have a quick look at the Bundesliga. And with 8 games to play, we are top just by those 2 points. We are, us and that other team are by far and away the best teams in the Bundesliga now. So it's a real scrap now to the finishing line. 8 games to play. We just need to match Bayern's results, and then we will be Bundesliga champions. But fortunately, I don't think we have to play them again this season. Let's have a quick look. No, Werder Bremen, Eintracht Frankfurt, Leipzig, Dortmund, Hertha Berlin, Köln, Freiburg and Hamburg. No, we don't have to play them again this season, so that's great news. Well, thanks very much for watching today, and hopefully you'll stick with this save. If you've not watched any of my rebuilds are actually doing quite well. They're doing a lot better than these play-along, these play-along episodes. So go and check one of those out. You know, the Luke one, very interesting. The Sampdoria one, I've actually done a part 2 of that now to see how they do with that tactic that I'd set up in Serie A. So go and check that out, see what you think, and they're interesting videos to watch. And it gives me a little bit more freedom in those as well to... the one thing I love in Football Manager is the negotiations, the transfer windows. I love wheeling and dealing and trying to bring, you know, players in, finding wonder kids and all of that. I absolutely love that. And those rebuilds kind of feed into that. Anyway, like I say, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.